We are the heroic troops.
Haley,
Devin,
Alex, Lily,
and Steven.
From New Tech at Giroux, reading our story, Discrimination Standing.
Discrimination Standing. It was the year of 1960 when Timothy first heard of the thought. His aunt had scoffed at the ridiculous possibility that the schools would integrate is about as crazy as your Uncle Tom ever proposing. She would say, little did she know that 5 years later Uncle Tom would be married, and desegregation would spring up in our area. But at that time, those ideas seemed too far-fetched for her to fathom. But as the sayings go, never say never or stranger things have happened. And when it came about, Aunt Patricia couldn't stand it. She had thought it wouldn't be possible. Fast forward to 1965, the first 8 black students were to be sent to Franklin County Junior High 1.
Timothy thought of something that hadn't occurred to him before. How hard would it be for the black students? What would it feel like to show up on the first day of school where not even a shred of decency had been shown to their families, to openly go to a place filled to the brim with hatred for them because their skin was darker? He felt a sting at the back of his eyes and a heaviness in his chest. The first day was terrible. Without even seeing the darker students, I knew they wouldn't be able to get into the school. A huge crowd filled the courtyard, preventing any dark-skinned person intending to be a student from nearing the area. The idea of the races being together was more than the locals could tolerate. As I slunk into my first class, Mrs. Harrington glared at me harshly, and without a second thought, I dived into the class word given. Soon a soft knock sounded. Mrs. Harrington clunked over to the door. When the door opened, 2 dark-skinned, roughly clothed, and wary-faced teenagers entered the classroom. I wondered how they managed to gain entrance. I later found out that they had a police escort. Mrs. Harrington made them sit in the back. She showed them a tiny bit of respect, but even that deteriorated. Most of the other students treated them like the dirt on the bottom of their shoes. Finally, the class dismissed. I eyed the new students, unsure of what to do or say, but with a strange courage, I approached them. Hi, I started awkwardly. I'm Tim. I want to welcome y'all. I figured it might be hard for you guys to make friends.
Go.
As an afterthought, I thrust my hand out towards them. The boy gave my hand a half-hearted shake.
Thanks, we don't exactly know how to comprehend all this.
He gestured wildly to the hall. The playful gleam in his eyes dared me to smile, and a grin escaped me. He introduced himself as Richard, and the girl, his sister, as Donna. Weirdly casual, I escorted them to the next class in a bodyguard sort of fashion. I didn't see them for the remainder of the school day. When the last class ended, a hostile mob awaited outside. I had never thought it would be possible for so many people to hate another person just because of the color of their skin. Even though there were only about 8 African American students outside, it seemed as though the whole school was against them. Through the mob, I saw Richard and Donna getting pushed around by some of the seniors. I wanted to help but lacked the courage necessary. With a conscience I knew would be guilty, I walked home. I was strolling down Chestnut Street, watching leaves fall from the fire-tipped trees. Carter approached. Carter slammed a fist in my gut. The force knocked me into the road. Then he proceeded to go for my face.
Go. Timmy, I'm just warning you. Stay away from them black kids or something bad might happen.
Is that a threat? Timothy choked out.
Just warning, Tim. Some people don't like your choice of friends.
Carter pulled me up off the road.
I'm sorry it has to be this way.
He started before mounting his old dirt-smudged bike, bearing a good shatter on my left eye. I trudged the rest of the way home. Mom glared at me when I slammed the door.
I heard you made some new friends today.
Yeah, Mom, I suppose I did. I headed to my room with an uneasy feeling.
Start.
Sleeping that night was hard enough. The nagging sense of sorrow pulled at me alongside with the thought of danger to come. I hoped that we would find a way to appreciate those talents, features, and color. I hope someone will stand alongside me.
That all men are created equal, yet many are denied equal treatment. We believe that all men have certain unalienable rights, yet many Americans do not enjoy those rights. We believe that all men are entitled to the blessings of liberty, Yet millions are being deprived of those blessings, not because of their own failures, but because of the color of their skin. The reasons are deeply embedded in history and tradition and the nature of man. We can understand without rancor or hatred how this all happened, but it cannot continue.